The Bureau Boys is an improvised detective serial. Every Monday morning, the Bureau Boys solve crimes based on clues sent in by their informants.
That's you! Go to thebureauboys.com to submit your clues, informant. Thanks to informant Jonathan for this week's clue. Godly crack.
When we last left the Bureau Boys, their spiritual bodies were hurtling back toward their corporeal bodies who had found their way away from the Jack-in-the-Box to Hollywood proper.
The boys' souls were flying back into their bodies just at the moment that street cretin with a metal detector was waving it around.
Dressed up like his favorite Ghostbuster, Ray Stantz. Whose favorite Ghostbuster is Ray?
Beats me. That's why he's a street cretin, narrator.
Yeah. Detective Riley.
Detective Potter.
You look back to normal. Your robes are gone. Your hair has come back. Your feet are still unwashed.
Your suit, you look clean and presentable.
Thank you.
And those swelling arms. I
Thank
think
you
you
so
need
much.
a better tailor.
Well, I had a guy back at home, but Hollywood's been... I'm trying to get a role in the next Expendables movie, okay, Detective Riley?
I knew you had ulterior motives when you came here. I knew this wasn't just about the case.
And what about you, Detective Riley? What about you? I know that you're here to stock up on crystals and bath salts, probably.
Yeah, well, guys gotta zomb out every once in a while. I like to eat faces, not humans. What's wrong with that? Hey, we both have our vices.
You know what, Detective Riley? We were so serene and so at peace with each other when we were up in our spiritual cloud. I feel like we need to bring that into the corporeal world because Hollywood is really stressing me out.
Listen, if you want me to be your God King down here, I can do that.
Detective Riley, behind you, the Ghostbuster guy.
Are you guys not dead?
What?
What? What was that, sir?
Are you not dead? I was gonna take your change.
What?
No.
Of course we're not dead.
Get your hands out of my pockets.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I understand consent. I get it. I'm not gonna take your change now. It's just weird because you were like dead, and now you're not dead.
Okay, I don't think you do understand consent because neither one of us consented to those hairy hands molesting our bodies.
Yes, you need a pre-consent, you need an ongoing consent, and you need a post-consent wrap-up here in Hollywood.
I'm just saying, like, dead consent doesn't exist, but, like, living consent does. So I get it. I don't appreciate the comment about the hands, though, because, like, you know, I like, groom them. I put, you know, pomade into my hands.
They are very braided.
Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate that. I really craft them.
You know what, Detective Riley? Sir?
Yeah.
What's your name? Is it Ray?
Yeah, it's Ray Stanbury.
Ray Stanbury? Are you a
Yeah.
big Ghostbusters fan, Ray?
Wait, how did you know that?
You just look like you're dressed like a Ghostbuster.
Yeah, I am.
Do you work on a set nearby?
I mean, I used to. I haven't, like, done movies in a couple decades, but I used to be a big guy in movies, yeah.
Like right around the time that Ghostbusters came out, thereabouts?
Yeah, right around then. Like, you know, just working with inanimate things that became animate and stuff like that.
What?
You were a special effects guy?
Well, I mean, yeah, more specifically, I worked with, like, things that represented, like, animals and humans, but weren't actually animals and humans. You know, mostly out of felt.
Is there a word for that?
Detective
Oh,
Potter,
yeah.
I'm racking my brain over here. Wait, what is it?
This is like in The Walking Dead when they won't call them zombies. They just call them like walkers or shamblers or all that stupid stuff.
Something to do with a cow. Moo pets? Moo pets?
Maybe
Muppets?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Wait a minute. You were a Muppeteer in Hollywood?
Yeah.
My God, the chances that we would run into some random, disgusting street cretin who used to work with Muppets. A case that we're working on.
To be fair, we didn't just run into him. He, without our consent, yanked us from our spiritual bliss and shoved us into these disgusting corporeal bodies. Whether he knows it or not, I don't know.
You're right, and I will forever resent him.
Wow. Just rude. I feel like I saved your lives. You were dead, and then I was like stuck my hand in your pocket, and then you weren't dead. It's like I used to stick my hand up the Muppeteers' butts and move them around, and they became alive. Same idea.
My God.
Ray, have you ever heard of a movie called The
Dark Crystal?
Detective Riley, I got this.
Wait, what did you say? There was like an echo reverb thing going on.
I'm
and
sorry. My partner has
Yeah.
this thing where he likes to try and say things along with me, but The Dark Crystal. It was from the 80s. You do?
I was on that.
You were working on the set of The Dark Crystal?
Yeah, they put me in charge about halfway through of the Muppeteers. They said, "Hey man, this guy is crazy. You need to take over." And so I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll do that."
And do you remember which guy? Was it Timothy Marionette that you took over for?
Timbo, yeah, I know.
Timbo!
He has a nickname, Detective Riley.
This makes this okay. This is huge. Timbo. All right, we need to know everything you know about Timbo.
Oh, dude was crazy. I mean, like, I came in and he kept looking at his watch, but it wasn't running. And he's like, "We're running out of time." And I'm like, "Dude, it's 8 in the morning and it says 4:30 on your watch. I don't get it."
Yes, his
broken
watch.
watch.
The broken watch. It was only right twice a day at 4:30. Can I ask you this, Ray?
Sure.
When you looked at his watch, did you ever notice time maybe just stop for about a minute?
Yeah, but like I was on a lot of drugs back then, so it could have been that too.
Totally understandable. That's exactly
Yeah.
what my partner's like. It's really hard to actually get him onto a plane because he just reeks of drugs all the time, and dogs are just surrounding him at the airport. But
What can I say? I'm an animal lover.
I mean, I get it. I like that's part of the reason I came over to your not corpses, but like, you know, I smelled
corporeal
drugs.
bodies.
Yeah, corpsorial, whatever. I smelled the drugs, and I was like, "Hey,
Hey,
Detective
get
Riley,
your hands
give-
out of my pocket,
give him-
okay?
give him your
You're not getting my doobies.
Detective Riley, give him your drugs. This is the most important lead we've had on this case so far. We spent
He's barely giving us anything. He gave us a nickname, and he told us that he's been on drugs. I
Okay.
need to know more before he sparks a joint with me.
Excuse me, Ray.
yeah."
If we were to maybe, I don't know, help you enhance your memory a little bit, do you think you'd be able to remember some more details about Master Timothy Marionette? Or Timbo?
I mean, I think I probably could, like, just a little bit of a memory spark. That'd be good.
So right there, Detective Riley opened up his coat to reveal a vast array of drugs. Cocaine, mescaline, heroin, marijuana, bath salts, Himalayan salt, black salt, white pepper,
Excedrin.
whatever you need to go in your nose, your mouth, your ears, or your toes.
Oh yeah, give me some of that good Excedrin.
Okay, all right, but be careful. This is extra strength.
Oh, trust me, this isn't my first time hitting the E.
Detective Riley, I just have to say, we are going to have a very stern talk after we're done talking to Ray here. You and me, mano a mano.
Another one of your DARE seminars? Great.
Am I like interrupting like a domestic thing going on here?
No. I'm so sorry you had to see that, Ray.
Yeah, we
It's
love
cool.
each other. We figured that out, actually, on this case.
Let us know when the Excedrin kicks in, because we have some questions.
Okay, I'll let you. Hold on.
As Ray stands there, letting the Excedrin filter into his bloodstream, his face contorts around and changes to the point where he looks like Dan Aykroyd from Ghostbusters.
There it is. Oh, that's good.
Okay, Detective Riley, some weird shit has happened on this case so far. This might be the weirdest thing that I've seen so far. He looks just like Dan Aykroyd.
I know. And his hands, they're deep into his pants. I don't understand. He's not using his pockets at all. He's just resting his hands in his pants.
Yes.
Stay puffed.
Wait. I have a little, Detective Potter, I have a little marshmallow left from the cloud we were on.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Perfect. Call back.
Ray, here's a little marshmallow. Come back to us. Ray opens his mouth, his gullet, yellow teeth shining in the Hollywood sunlight.
Detective Riley gently feeds the marshmallow into Ray's mouth.
That's good. Oh, okay. I'm back. I'm ready. Okay. So you want to hear stuff?
Yes, we can probably ask more specific questions than tell us everything, Detective Riley. So, do you know what happened to Timothy Marionette after you were done shooting the Dark Crystal? Because he's been missing for years.
Well, I heard, he didn't finish. He got fired, which, it was weird. And I can get into that if you want me to, but you're talking about after. I heard that he started a cult, and, it was called the Cult of the Muppeteers, or something like that. And, he would invite people unless they had their hands up the backs of something. It could have been a turkey or a Muppet or whatever, but you had to have your hands submerged into something.
Detective Riley, we gotta infiltrate this cult at some point. Do you know anything more about the cult, Ray?
They wouldn't let me in.
You didn't have anything to put your hand up?
I didn't have anything, so I put it up myself. But they said I was on the blacklist because I was part of the reason he got fired, so they didn't let me in.
Now, Ray, the story that we got was that you basically were the sole reason that he got fired. That he was fired for you to install you into that role.
I mean, I guess you could say it that way. I got there, and he was really, already kind of off the deep end a bit. And, he kept telling me, he was supposed to be doing what I was doing, but then he got demoted because he needed to be. But, he was telling me, oh, the Muppets want me to change the line to this. And I'm like, well, you talking about the puppets?
He was talking to the Muppets at that time.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything weird that happened around the set after you took over, Ray?
Yeah, things started, falling from the set, not lights or anything big, but small stuff, pieces of paper.
Did it happen to be shaped like moths?
A moth?
What? Yeah,
No.
man.
What? Moth-shaped pieces of paper were raining down from the set?
Yeah, and it was weird because I felt like all the days on set took forever. It felt like weeks, but it was only a day.
Yes, time was not working the way that time normally works.
Right, yeah, time, man. And then, I started hearing voices.
Oh, no.
And I'd be in, the room with all the puppets and nobody else, and I'd just be hearing voices. And I was like, this isn't cool.
What
were
did the voices say?
Kill yourself?
Now, Ray, just to be clear, this wasn't you talking to yourself because you were disgraced with your Slavic behavior and your drug addiction.
No, man, this was a time when, Captain Lou Albano was popular, so people thought I was just being cool.
Detective Riley, can you kind of tone down the insults a little bit? He's giving us good information.
This man was manhandling my body, my thighs.
Okay, Detective Riley, back to the...
They're
back to
nice
the-
thighs.
Thank you. All right, you've won some brownie points with that comment.
Ray,
You're welcome.
what happened to you? You sound like you were at the pinnacle of success. You worked on Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters was one of the biggest movies of my entire life.
Yeah, I mean, I even made out with Sigourney Weaver one day.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was great. But after Dark Crystal, I just kept hearing those voices, and I couldn't, other than myself, I told you, I couldn't put my hand up anything anymore. I just couldn't do it.
You physically couldn't do it? You were being prevented by something outside of yourself?
Well, there was a block. I'd get millimeters from the orifice, and I just couldn't move my hand any further.
So this really disrupted your love life.
What do you mean?
With the ladies or the men.
Detective
What?
Riley, come on, leave him alone.
All right,
It was just my hand.
Yeah, yes, Detective Riley.
Well,
What kind of weird, gross sex things do you do in your life, Detective
it's called foreplay. Get used to it.
Fine. So,
Whatever.
Ray, getting back to this cult,
Yeah.
do you know anyone that's in the cult? Do you have any connections to the cult? Do you know where they meet, where they hang out?
Oh yeah, I know exactly where they hang out.
It's not Man's Chinese Theater, is it? Because we had a bad experience there.
No, man, it's at the Hollywood Bowl, like underneath in the sub basement of the Hollywood Bowl.
There's a sub basement?
Yeah, it's where they eat sandwiches.
Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go right now. What are you even talking to this guy anymore? We gotta
Detective
get going.
Riley, can you thank him, for God's sake?
Yes, I can.
Ray, look, we're not going to be able to take these drugs back on the plane all the way back to Indiana anyhow. So are there any other drugs that you would like from Detective Riley? Detective Riley, open up your coat, please.
So Detective Riley opens his coat once more. He's got a vast array. Cocaine, mescaline, heroin, marijuana, downers, uppers, zippos, and lighters.
And one empty spot where Excedrin used to be.
Oh yeah, I'll just take all of the above.
Just give him your coat, Detective Riley. So Detective Riley takes off his coat and hands it over to Ray, who puts it on over his pseudo-proton pack.
Oh, this is great. Love, comfortable, nice. Oh.
Now I'm shirtless.
It suits you.
All right, you've won brownie points again with that one, Ray.
So listen to this, Detective Riley. Something about this cult is preventing poor Ray here from getting his hand into, I would say the godly crack.
Yes, the godly crack. The
Special
most
space.
important crack. Yes.
From Muppets, for humans, apparently even for himself. Ray, are you still able to wipe?
Yeah, I can wipe, but just not very good because there's like a halo of non-wiping.
See, Detective Riley, he
Yeah.
can't put his hand
Can't
up
penetrate
anything.
the hole.
Otherwise, I would ask Ray to come along with us and show us into the sub basement. But if he wasn't able to infiltrate the cult himself, we gotta practice.
And they would know him because they've already denied his entry.
True.
We have to disguise. We have to get in there and disguise ourselves. Now, Ray, let me ask you this. We'd met a man named Tahed at the man's Chinese Theater, and he was apparently going to the Jack in the Box, where we discovered, a whole bunch of weird stuff going on there and time travel. Does Tahed, Jack in the Box, ring any bells to you?
Wait, didn't Tahed also work on the Dark Crystal? I think Tahed also worked on the Dark Crystal, Detective Riley, right?
I can't be sure.
It's been a very long time.
He knew about the Dark Crystal. He just knew a lot about Hollywood in general.
Oh, that's true. He was a buff.
He was a buff. Mel Gibson was his favorite director, and
But you also knew a weird amount about Harvey Weinstein.
yes.
Wait, when you say Tahed, do you mean Thed?
Yes. Well, maybe.
We used to have a guy named Thed who was like hanging out on set. He wasn't actually part of the crew. He would just be there and he would wave at Jimmy H and be like, "Hey, Jimmy." And it was weird. He was a creepy guy. And then he always wore a bathrobe back then.
Did he have kind of a weird sort of New Yorky style accent?
Yeah, I couldn't place it because it was a little strange, but yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
That's him.
That's the guy.
That's Ted.
That's the guy.
Tahed.
Thed Tahed. He must have changed his name to conceal his identity.
He should have changed it more because it
Yeah.
sounds just like that giant we met from last season or last case.
The only guy that talked to him was Timbo. Timbo was always talking to Thed.
Timbo and
I knew
Thed.
there was a weird connection between them.
Is Thed part of this cult? Was Timbo part
Probably.
of this cult?
I mean, Timbo started the
Timbo
cult.
started the cult.
Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah, but I think Thed was part of it too. I think he was number 2 in the cult.
And to be in the cult, just to be clear, we have to put our hands where number 2s come out of.
Well, if it's a real living thing, sure, but it could be a Cabbage Patch doll or something too. So whatever.
What about food items?
Yeah.
A turkey you mentioned?
Turkey. You could put it up a Pringles can, which is pretty easy.
Hard to get out though.
It is because of the vacuum. I saw one person walking in, and they had somehow they got their hand into a double stuffed Oreo.
That makes it a triple stuffed Oreo.
Yeah.
Okay, Detective Potter, I think we're done with this guy.
You're so mean.
He's eat out of his mind, and we got a hell of a lot of information. We got to go to the grocery store. We got to get our disguises, and we got to go to we infiltrate this cult. The only question now is, where is the cult?
It's under the Hollywood Bowl in the sub basement. Detective Riley, I feel like I feel like part of our minds are still up in the clouds because I'm not remembering all the details and you're not remembering all the details of this case.
Okay, so I might have slipped a little sip of E with him, okay? I don't like to do drugs alone, and I don't like other people to do them alone. Solidarity, bud.
Friends is friends.
Ray, I have to thank you so much for being out here.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Do you maybe want to, I don't know, plug your Instagram handle or something?
I mean, you could always, like, check out, like, Memoriam Development on, like, Facebook or Instagram or their website, which is just that.com. I hear they're really cool people, so you should check that out.
Yeah, we will. We definitely will once our phones get service restored.
Perfect.
We haven't paid our bills.
Yeah, we're not getting any paychecks anymore, Detective Potter, so we'll work on that.
Yes. Ray, thank you. We're off to the store to get disguises for the Hollywood and apparently things to put our hands in, and then to the subs. Ray, I guess before we go, is there anything we need to know to get to the sub basement? I didn't even know there was a sub basement. Do we need sub sandwiches? You said that, or do we buy them there? What's the protocol?
Oh, no. Sandwich is already there, but, like, you have to have the password at first to get in.
Oh, thank God we asked.
Is it
Eat
Subway?
Fresh?
It's actually Gonzo Go Bananas.
Gonzo go bananas. Gonzo's a Muppet, Detective Riley.
Sure.
Detective Riley, I know that you're not a big fan of the Muppet canon, but Gonzo is one of the most famous Muppets, and his nose looks like a banana, kind of. Right, Ray?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say it looks like a banana. I thought it looked like something else, but yeah.
As Ray says that, he takes his hands and puts them back down his pants towards his godly crack.
Nope, still can't get it.
Well, this has been great. Truly, you've turned it around, Ray. Now I'd like to be friends for life.
Thank you for saving us from that cloud. I don't know how we would have gotten out of there, Detective Riley, if it wasn't for Ray. So I feel like we should be more appreciative, not less.
I don't know. It was kind of a good time up there, but fair enough. Thanks, Ray. And Detective Potter, I think we should go.
I think we have to go
Right now.
to the Hollywood Bowl. And so the Bureau boys take off down Hollywood Boulevard, leaving Ray standing there taking pictures with tourists for $2 apiece.
Will the Bureau Boys infiltrate the cult?
Is there even a cult, or is Ray just another wild goose chase sender?
And will Detective Riley re-up his supply?
Will he be able to get into the cult with no shirt, or is it a no shirt, no shoes, no service policy? It is, after all, a sandwich shop.
Find out next week what happens on the case of the missing master Muppeteer.
If you enjoyed this episode, help the Bureau Boys solve this case by submitting your clue at thebureauboys.com. They may use it on a future episode.
While you're there, why not join their informant network and tell all your friends and family to join too? But don't tell the criminals, because the Bureau Boys are coming for them.